In a small village nestled among rolling hills, there was a boy born with a condition that left him blind from birth. Despite the efforts of his parents and the village healer, his eyes remained shrouded in darkness, and he lived in a world of shadows and whispers. From a young age, the boy became increasingly bitter and malicious. He lashed out at those around him, using his blindness as an excuse for his cruelty. He stole food from his family's table, broke his sister's toys, and even tripped an old man in the village square. To him, the world was his enemy, and no one could be trusted. In the end, the villagers had no choice but to banish him for his actions. One day, as he was walking alone, he heard a child yelling out for help. Instinctively, he wanted to keep moving and do nothing, but something in the child's voice, the panic, the fear, drove him to begrudgingly go back. Unable to see what was happening, all he heard was the child's voice. "What do you want me to do?" he asked the child. "My hand," is all the child said. "I cannot see. What do you want me to do?" he yelled. "I'm stuck. Pull me out," the child cried. After a bit of fumbling around with his walking stick, the boy was able to locate the hand and pull the child out of the tough spot. The child thanked him repeatedly and ran off back home. As the child was leaving, the boy could almost have sworn that he saw a silhouette running out into the distance. As time went on, and the boy stumbled upon more situations that required his help, an animal stuck in a tree, a rabbit caught in a trap, an old woman in need of a blanket, something strange began to happen. The boy's eyesight started to improve, slowly at first, but then more rapidly. The shadows that had once enveloped him began to lift, and he saw colors and shapes he had never imagined before. At first, the boy was frightened by this new world. He felt like he was losing his grip on reality and struggled to make sense of what he was seeing. But as his sight grew clearer, something miraculous happened. He began to see the world in a new light, and his heart began to soften. He realized how much pain he had caused those around him and felt a deep sense of regret. He set out to make amends for his past actions, starting with his family. He apologized for all the things he had done and worked hard to make up for his misdeeds. The people of the village were amazed by the boy's transformation. They saw the light in his eyes and the kindness in his heart, and they welcomed him back into their community with open arms. As he performed acts of kindness, his sight continued to improve, and he could see even more clearly. He saw the beauty in the world around him and felt a deep sense of gratitude for all the things he had taken for granted. The boy's newfound sight also allowed him to see the suffering of others. He saw people in pain, struggling to survive, and he knew that he had to help them. He became a healer, using his knowledge of plants and herbs to cure those who were sick. As the years went by, the boy's sight grew even clearer, and he saw things that no one else could see. He saw the goodness in people's hearts, even when they themselves couldn't see it. He saw the interconnectedness of all things and felt a deep sense of peace. Eventually, the boy became an old man, beloved by all who knew him. He had lived a life of kindness and generosity, using his gift of sight to bring light to a world that had once been shrouded in darkness. And as he closed his eyes for the last time, he knew that he had lived a life full of meaning and purpose. Thank you for listening and watching.